welcome back to Encounter Proposal, the podcast where two friends make a hypothetical tabletop game one misstep at a time. As always, I am your Game Master Kyle, joined of course by our very own Critical Failure.
Hello, it's Will. How crisp you are today, Kyle.
I know, trying my best. You're propped up on two books.
Wow,
So
me.
We'll see how this goes.
Oh, wait, no, the listeners propped up on 2 books.
Yeah, no, wait, what? When you're like a borrower? What do you mean you're propped up on 2 books?
And that's where the listener is, so that they can hear you. That's
Yeah.
where your microphone is,
Yeah,
that's where the
exactly.
listener is.
It's where I've placed you, on my shelf.
With all of your trinkets.
My trinkets.
Your trinkets. Exactly.
How are you doing this week, man?
This week, oh boy, I did my first 3 shifts in a row of my new seasonal job. Which isn't much for a normal person. For me, and also a normal person, it absolutely massacred me.
Yeah, the Christmas change in jobs is terrifying.
Yeah. They were like, hey, Will, your first Sunday, Christmas Sunday, will be on your own, and you're going to have to figure this out. Go. I was like, okay, cool.
And we're all gonna
Put in
sit
there.
up in a big glass box and laugh at you.
My boss was stood on a large step ladder, and he was like wibbling his thumb horizontally, and if I did a bad job, he'd point it down. I'd fall through a trapdoor.
Oh no. And then there was a lion you had to go fight.
There's a lion in there. My nan referred to Christmas as his birthday the other day, and that really threw me off.
Ooh. Oh, his birthday.
Are we all meeting up for his birthday? I was like, it's not fucking Voldemort, is it?
Oh.
I've never heard
His
anyone call it that
birthday.
before.
Oh, fuck, that's good. I might use that one.
Old people, crazy.
That's not how I would have put it.
Love it to bits, but what was that lapse in judgment from?
His birthday.
His
Oh,
birthday.
that's good.
Maybe it's because she's not allowed to call
Why
it
won't-
Christmas anymore. She's got to call it holidays because she's very up on all the correctness, political correctness, and instead she's like swung back the other way.
Just fully pushed against it. What would you rename it to? You've got to rename Christmas.
And Holly Bob's is off the table.
Oh god, please.
Holly Bob's is off. What? I like
Yes.
the British slang
Like,
is sometimes cool and sometimes the worst thing you've ever heard.
I hate it so much.
What's your thought on Cosy Lives?
That was even worse than Harley Bob's. That was a horrific choice of phrase. And I don't know who picked it, but I want to know.
What would I call Christmas? Thanksgiving. Because we're giving thanks,
Thanksgiving.
you know?
Are
And we haven't taken that one yet.
That's true.
As
Thanksgiving is crazy to me. It's crazy
nuts.
that people actually actually all sit around at the dinner table and come up with a thing they're thankful for. No other holiday does that. No other holiday has you sit around and have to think of a line. You know?
You're not sat there going like, I need a location and a job.
Yeah, it's just so it's the weirdest. I don't know. I can't imagine
It's like
anyone else.
I feel like it's
Any
a
other.
holiday specifically for dysfunctional families. Because you're sat there in front of your parents and your grandparents, and they're like, pick one thing you're grateful for.
Oh no, that is what.
You know,
Oh,
tell me which one of us is your favorite.
it's oh well, I did get a heart transplant or that liver transplant, but I did also get an Xbox this year, so
You get an Xbox, and that's hard to rank against it because they just put Baldur's Gate on there.
this year's shout out is gonna have to go to the Bluey sweepstakes. Sorry, sorry, Nana.
It's gonna have to go to Todd Howard. Nana gave you the heart transplant, bro. Your days are numbered.
Who do you think? Oh god, that for a while that running the meme of oh, who do you think gave you the hair? It's bald Harry style.
That's who do you think gave you the teeth? And it's just him with no teeth.
Oh,
That's very
fuck.
funny.
I'm glad that
I
this
know that.
episode comes out after the end of the Bluey sweepstakes because I need as few people in that as possible. I need to win.
Yeah, I know you want the Bluey themed Xbox One.
Yeah, it'll be up on screen in case anybody wants to see it. I need that Bluey Xbox. It's so cute yet horrible at the same time. I don't know who came up with it, but I love them
It is
for it.
horrific.
It's
I think it was
horrible.
Soph, our friend Soph that pointed out it looks like a milk carton. It does look like it should have like a lost child on the back of
it,
it.
it probably does. We haven't seen the back yet. Don't make assumptions.
It's true. It's true. Bluey's on the front, Madeline's on the back.
There's a few of these going around at the moment. These lost kids. No, there's a few oh god, like weird
Giveaways.
crossovers. Cause like I
Oh yeah.
always one of them that I'm not sure you've seen is there's a company, there's a UK company who are selling for £150 a controller wrapped in their own brand. I'll give you a
Okay.
hint. It's a food and drink company that has
Oh,
no right to really have anything to do with gaming. Any
Toby Harford.
guesses?
Um, um,
Toby. Yeah, straight on immediately. No. Any
is it
guesses?
the Tony the Tiger? I don't know. No business in games. That's
I
an
mean,
interesting
me
turn of
personally,
phrase.
I don't think that they should have done it.
Okay. Is it like controversial what they've done?
Not really. It's just that it's weird.
Right.
It's really. I'm glad that I googled this because I had the company wrong.
Great start, man. Great
Thank
start.
you.
A company with no business in games that make food and drinks. Innocence movies.
You're close.
I'm
If you have a look,
close.
yeah. If you have a look, it's. I mean, do you want another guess or?
No, I think I expended all my guesses were Innocence movies. I was just
There
gonna keep
you
saying
go.
different flavors. Huh?
Yeah. So, so,
What?
so,
What the?
yeah.
What? Bro,
So
huh?
if you have a look, uh, Yorkshire Tea are for some reason selling Xbox and PS5 controllers for £150.
What the? What is? What does it mean? Who did this?
Oh no! The collaboration was started off with a tweet that says "Press X to boil kettle." Oh,
Oh man, that's really funny. That's really good.
oh
Why?
god! I don't
What?
know.
What is there a big like tea drinking? I did have so I put on my story recently one of the edits that Kyle did to censor me from listing a certain liquid
Oh you!
in
Oh
last week's episode, and
yeah,
someone
it'll
went,
be up.
"You should." When someone who I talked to about the podcast who doesn't seem to understand that we don't just talk about random shit, even though we do, they keep pitching things to me, where I'm like, "That's got nothing to do with," but okay. They're like, "We should talk
Okay,
about Harry Potter," and I was like, all right." But they
I
said
could
that
go on.
you could, I could. They said that we should talk about if you could have any liquid come out of your fingers,
Okay.
what liquids would you choose? Right? Yorkshire tea is not one of them, but they did say
No.
that they said hot water and milk on two of them so that they could keep making tea, and I was like, that's awful choices.
No, I kind of agree with that, honestly.
What?
Hot
What would your
hot
choices be?
water. Wait, is it hot water and hot milk or is it hot water and milk?
Theirs were. Let me get theirs because theirs were genuinely feral. Like they pitched the hypothetical to me, and then they had like the worst answers to it immediately.
What? Oh, I kind of like hot milk and hot water and milk.
Okay, so theirs were
Hmm.
milk,
Okay.
ice cold water,
Okay. Yeah.
Red Bull or Diet Coke. They hadn't
Okay.
decided.
I take it back.
Vodka,
Oh.
petrol.
God. I I was fully expecting them all to be drinks.
No, they fucking twist at the end.
That is someone who's
That-
feeling the crisis.
That's someone who's having them cause he lives.
Oh, stop
Kick it.
saying it. Oh my god.
I was like, I got genuinely mad. I was like, of all the alcohols you picked one of the cheapest alcohols.
Yeah.
Why would you have an infinite supply of like an expensive alcohol if you're gonna go for that?
Yeah. I don't know what I'd pick, but I wouldn't pick vodka.
No, I wouldn't pick something that you kind of only enjoy in your 20s, or if you're Russian forever.
I'd pick the KFC rum. That seems like a good idea, right? I still haven't tried it.
KFC rum.
You've seen this, right?
Yeah, is it like 12 herbs and spice? Rum?
Yeah, the 11 herbs and spiced rum.
What would your 5 be? Have you had a thing?
I have to pick 5. Okay.
Do you want to hear mine, or are you happy with yours?
Yeah, do yours if you want, and then I'll come back with.
If it helps, all of mine are the same liquid.
Oh no! Wait, what? You? Okay, go on.
Yeah, I would have 5 really high pressure water, like cut through steel high pressure.
But would you not achieve the exact
superpower.
same thing with having that on one finger and then having like Diet Coke on another one?
I don't think I think you've got like the practical side of it. I'm going for if I was like you could get a superhero so easily from that. You just like point your hands at someone and shoot high pressure water.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
that's fair.
I know that I could just have it be the one finger, but that's weird. And I'm just condiment king then.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That does. You do kind of suck if it's like, oh yeah, this one finger shoots really high pressure water. What do the other ones do? And you're like mayonnaise.
Peach Robina, fruit shoot.
Fruit shoot. You know what? Actually, fruit shoots on mine.
Fruit shoots on yours.
We're talking about liquid again.
No, yeah, because that's what brought it. Yeah,
I know, but I'm worried what yours are now.
mine are all high pressure water. It's fine.
Okay. I pick. Oh, these kind of suck, but I'm gonna pick. I think petrol's a good one. I'm gonna say,
Okay.
Unleaded 95 petrol on my thumb. I'm gonna put.
You do have to like thumb your car now, though.
Yeah, but if you ever buy a diesel, you've got a useless finger. You know.
To be fair, I've got useless fingers anyway, so it's a step up.
No. I'm gonna pick strawberry milk for my second one.
Okay,
Those
man.
two are gonna be next
Cool.
to each other just in case I need
Is
some
it
crossover.
cow's milk?
No, it's strawberry milk.
No, because my
What do you mean?
one of my big contentions against milk is that it's your milk.
Oh, yeah, it'd be cow's milk.
Okay, you somehow like transport count. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know anything I drink enough for it to be like. I guess Pepsi Max. Yeah, I don't want to put mango Monster on there because I know it's horrible for me.
but you will put petrol.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I'm not drinking the petrol.
What's the most expensive liquid? I only googled it.
Ooh. Can I have a guess?
Oil.
Oil. Right. Yeah. Other than oil. My guess is like something with gold flake in it. It's gonna be something really bland.
Yo, it's not bland.
Oh, really?
It's the venom of a Deathstalker scorpion.
Okay. Okay, but are you
Fuck
putting
yeah.
that on your finger?
Swapping mine for 5 high pressure venom of a Deathstalker scorpion.
Oh my god! But you'd never be able to bottle it because you cut through the bottles.
Exactly. It's through like a wall. That's supervillain shit right there.
That is
I have to
super
decide
fun.
what kind of man I want to be first.
What kind of man are you? Strawberry milk,
What kind of man are you?
diesel,
Strawberry
or
milk
venom?
The two genders are you strawberry
thought-
milk or venom? You
Maybe,
have to
like,
be one of them.
Can you pick like mixes? Like, can I put a cocktail in one, or do I have to like?
Sure. Petrol's a cocktail, right?
Petrol's
Bloody
a
Malta.
cocktail for some. I don't know. Oh God, I don't know. What's your favorite cocktail? Here we go. I'll say.
Oh, fuck. Zombie?
Yeah, up a zombie, and then
That's nice. You've got
iced
my
coffee.
favorite, my favorite one. So I
Yeah,
have to like suckle your finger for a drink.
yeah, you're welcome.
That's
Better than what you usually gotta do for one.
true.
But
Okay.
yeah, and then my last one, yeah, is gonna be iced coffee. 'Cause I'm really boring.
Iced coffee. That's pretty good. I'm like so reliant on coffee. It's mental. It's insane.
It's bad, but I think everyone is, so it's fine. So, you're okay.
That's true. My doctor keeps being like, "How much caffeine do you drink?" And I'm just like, "Is this gonna be bad if I say a big
None as
number?"
you like press your fingers together and like
Uh,
scuffle over to him.
I have to preface it with like, no matter what you tell me about coffee, it's not changing.
Whatever you
The amount's
say,
not going up or down.
whatever you say, I don't care. I'm still gonna drink it.
Yeah, you can't change my mind on it because of how different a person I am after I've had coffee.
I'm
No one
just
wants
so
to hang
much
out with the
better.
guy before. Yeah, I enter the like Dolce Gusto chamber and I come out a better man. I'm like Green Goblin.
Oh my god.
So why are we here this week if
Why
not
are
to
we
talk
here
about
this week?
sticking our fingers in
Fanatic.
our mouths to make milk? Fanatic.
What?
Huh? Sticking my
Fanatic.
finger in my mouth and making milk. Yeah.
Mmm.
Mmm.
Yeah, today we're
Anyway.
talking about the Fanatic class. I did have another little tangent that I said I would update us on.
Oh yes, Advent.
Today's dice was okay, so people are very particular. People will get this. This is a tangent that we can go on that everybody's actually going to understand.
Okay,
People are
that's a first.
extremely particular with their dice, right? Like,
Yep.
when you see like your friend buy a set of dice and there's that like, oh, that's really cute because like it's related to their character, but in your head you're like, oh, really? That
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
That's what you picked? Well, obviously the downside to a dice calendar is that you don't pick the dice, right?
yeah.
So some of the dice, very nice. The first set that I got, the
Right.
first one that I
Business.
opened was blue and white swirls with gold flake in it.
Oof.
Very nice. Very clean, yeah. And then I got one with like confetti in, and I was like, this is kind of gross. And then I got another blue one, and then I got another confetti one. And I was like, oh, so I'm getting full sets of both of these. And then I can't seem to find it, so I'm gonna send you like the closest related thing to it. I got. I'll see if I can get a single picture of one of them. I got this. I just sent it in the sharing call.
Yep.
I got one of
It'll
these,
pop up on the screen.
but it's
Stream? Gee.
bronze. The skull in the middle is
Oh,
bronze, and there's dirt in them. There's not dirt, it's like moss.
that's fucking sick.
I don't like them.
What?
I think they're kind of ugly.
Ah,
Personally.
that's a very me thing though.
That's the first set that I got. That's very nice to me.
That is
But
cute.
yeah,
I bought some
today's.
candy cane dice to go with your campaign.
That's so cute. Where'd you get those from?
There's a little shop where I live that sells random shit like completely wild. It's all nerd stuff. Um, and there's like they've got their own dice maker. Golden
That's
coin
so
maker. They've got
funky,
their own
though.
dice making guy. Yeah,
That's really,
so they're really
that's really
nice.
fun.
Support your local dice shops.
Yes, please. If you have like a game shop in town and you see that they do like handmade stuff, buy a set. They're probably very nice.
Yeah, and they're better priced, or they are the same price as
Yes.
the like company stuff. And I'm not
Um.
going to go into how much I hate companies here, but oh boy, not good, bad, all the time.
Yes. Horrible.
Because your local store pays tax anyway.
But yeah. The Fanatic. Before we go on a
Yes.
tax rant.
Yeah, the Fanatic, a class mostly based on the concept of not having a cleric or warlock, but having a cleric and warlock. So there's sort of like either cult or science obsessed figure in your game who might have direct ties to the thing or person that they are obsessed with. They might not. I have one big thing for the Fanatic though. I really want.
Okay, I have a load of little things that I kind of want to sprinkle around.
Okay,
Do you want to start off
I
with
think
like some little ones and then go into your big one, or do you want to
yeah,
like?
yeah. Start with your ones, and then just do. I've only got one big one,
So
so
with Fnatic, I mean, we kind of talked about how we had a few ideas for them, and the main one to me was they had like a an anchor point, I guess is the right word, that they're attached to. Like they are a fanatic for something. Like they are infatuated with something. And so I kind of wanted that to be like a thing you work with your DM, almost like a patron with warlocks. Like, although your subclass picks it, you create that character with your DM. And so with this, like, I was thinking the fanatic like has a like it could be a god or like an idea or a cult or just something that you can put in that box and say like, this is what I am a fanatic for, and this is sort of where my devotion goes and where my power comes from.
yeah, I like that. Having like your core ideology.
Yeah. It's just something immediately that you can sort of write this character around.
Yeah, I like that a lot because I'm thinking in my head of like a fanatic who is obsessed with the concept of life after death. That's the one I've got in my brain
Ooh, okay.
of like a Frankenstein,
Yeah, that's very fun.
but like it's not like a patron. It's an idea that they are like obsessed with.
Yeah, exactly. What's your one?
Right. My one is mechanical. So, um, considering the box system that we have pretty much solidly in,
Mm-hmm.
um, my idea is that the Fanatics would have one box
Mm-hmm.
that is like a super powerful move, and the other boxes sort of are um, like take one turn to power up that box in a specific way.
Oh, okay, that's very fun. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So you've got one box with lots of points in it.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got like that's your fireball, right? And then all your other boxes, one of them is like the next fireball you cast heals you, or and then the other box is like your next fireball you cast is two fireballs. So
Oh,
you're
that.
kind of prepping yourself for the next turn
Yeah,
because you're obsessed with this one thing.
that's really fun. Yeah, so you could like edit it, so like you'd have to choose between like, yeah, healing or like doubling your damage or something. So you're like altering an attack as well. That's really fun. I like that a lot.
And then we could give like a list of types of like obsession power. I guess you've got this one obsession box that maybe holds like way more points than the rest.
Oh, okay.
So most returns are going to feel pretty similar, but I think the idea would be that your other boxes make that turn feel different.
Yeah. You're sort of setting up like everything you'd need because again, like every other turn is going to be you building up, sort of thing.
Yeah. My other thought I've had
Mm-hmm.
is sort of nebulous. I don't know which class to give it to, so it might be worth just discussing.
Okay. Okay. What are you thinking?
Because it could go to the afflicted, which we'll discuss next week or the week after. But it
Week
would be
after.
a class that can mimic another person's like square.
Ooh, okay.
So like use the ability in the middle of your opponent's square or in the middle of an ally square, because then you can work together as a team. So like if you've got say a fanatic, a witch, and a folk hero,
Mm-hmm.
you your witch and your folk hero work together to figure out which box would be best for them to double,
Mm-hmm.
and the fanatic works to figure out which box is working for him to copy.
I think if we do that, I'd like to sort of theme them around mimicking more.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah, that could be a subclass.
yeah, I think that could be quite fun. Where you've just got like you sort of have to. I don't know. I think it could be interesting if you have like yeah a subclass that sort of has like maybe two of their four boxes. You take other people's abilities.
Yeah, like an obsession fanatic.
Yeah.
That could be fun. I like that a lot.
Or
So
it's
that's one subclass for obsession.
yeah.
Or it's you gonna say?
I was thinking like the way that I would run it is like it's an alien trying to understand people, and so they keep copying people, trying to like their obsession is like understanding human culture, but I have a bit of an obsession with aliens in like
Like to
tabletop games.
assimilate. Well, we could have it be a different class. We could come up with a mythic, like a mimic class.
I was thinking it, but I didn't know if we
Obviously,
wanted like another class to just be mimic.
depends how fleshed out the fanatic gets. But if we
Yeah.
feel like it's the kind of thing where it's like, oh shit, this is good enough to be its own whole thing, I think that's well worth considering.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so what are some of your other ideas? If we oh, what's the word for it? Rain check on mimicking.
Yeah. I think we just sort of like pin it for now, and we'll absolutely figure out something with mimicking because I know we both really
Because
enjoy
it
mimic.
seems fun. Yeah, yeah. As just like a creature, I think that's sick.
Yeah. It's just so fun and like different to have that sort of
And
thing.
that they're such like tabletop royalty.
Yeah. It's so I don't know. I think it's so common, but also so many things do it so differently because like we had a comment before about like changing a horror game or like we mentioned I believe on the Instagram about like what horror film would you turn into a tabletop. The comment was The Thing, and it is like
Yes,
there's just something so interesting about that concept that so many things have done it so differently.
I mean you've done it before where you've I don't know if you've revealed it to a group yet, so I'm not even gonna say. But you've had
Uh,
like
I can bleep it out. I've bleeped out words that you've said. Go ahead.
shut up. You've had like a character be um like an extra member to the party that no one remembers being there,
Yeah,
and they were mimicking the horror.
that's very fun. Yeah, the group. Say you're on like a. I have revealed that to them. There was so the idea is oh god, what are they called? Skinwalkers, I believe.
Yes,
So the idea is that your party joins like a band of travelers, like a caravan, and you do like a head count at some point, and like you sort of offhandedly mention, oh, there's like including you, this becomes a group of like 12, and then sort of throughout the night have people roll checks, and if they roll really high have one of them like slyly sort of slide one of them and be like, oh, you notice there's like 13 people in this group, but as you look around no one sticks out, and it
yeah,
just drives them insane.
gained members. Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's so
That's unique use of mimics.
yeah, that's I think it was a creepy pasta that would have spawned something like that for me that I would have read.
Well, you
Honest,
never know what inspires you, do you?
yeah, exactly. Because like when I thought of mimicking, one of the first things that came to mind was Nope. Weirdly enough,
Oh yeah,
where like
yeah, that makes sense.
it like keeps mimicking the horse is just horrifying. The way that the sound design was done
I,
in that to make it sound like the horse's cries wrong was just
I'm now picturing a party where one of your members is a puppet. That's this mimic class.
oh, that'd be really fun. Well, like the is it Mimikyu, the Pokemon?
Yeah,
That'd be very fun. I would play something like that.
Could we ban humans from playing it?
Yes, I think it might be like its own thing because if you're a mimic, I think
Oh, would you want it to be one of the backgrounds?
maybe yeah, maybe it's yeah, the other half of your thing, like it
Yeah.
predetermines your race because obviously you're like, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I like that. That's enough actual good shop talk. Let's get back to bullshit rents.
Please, we're getting too ahead of ourselves.
We're doing too much actual building of a tabletop and not enough talking about what liquid we'd have come out. So the Fanatic.
Hmm.
What were your other ideas?
Well, I was kind of thinking of how like an obsession would push them and sort of give them any form of like power, and I was sort of thinking of how other games have done it that I've enjoyed. So like a game I like quite a lot that sort of deals with this like fanatic idea is Cult of the Lamb. It's a video
Okay.
game that yeah talks a lot about again like cults and stuff as the title would sort of guess, but I don't know if I want it to be god related. What do you think? I think that's the thing I want to nail down is kind of figuring out whether or not
I
it's
think it
like
could be. I don't know if our world has gods, but it can be god related and the world not have gods. That's happened before.
yeah, exactly.
So you can have no proof of gods given to the players, but if you
Mhm.
want your fanatic to be a religious fanatic, they can be.
I think it would have to be like that because I think like warlocks are so easy to understand because like gods have fought and there are people in big sets of armor running around healing people and bringing them back from the dead. So there's no like, oh,
Yeah,
does
you
God
can see it
really
happen.
exist? Yeah, there's 80 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
There's thousands.
yeah, and we see them sometimes. You know, like it's just
They
so
rock up. They wrote their own books.
and we can buy them. They're in Waterstones.
Yeah.
They're right there.
They're in Waterdeep.
Well,
They're in...
oh no, that's why they changed the name. I was reading I was reading someone's book recently, and in one of the footnotes, the line was like, he was like, oh, he wanted to sell the book with a crock pot so that you can enjoy warm food while you read the book, and there was like a little star next to it, and like on the footnote, it was like, oh, the Nazis at Waterstones wouldn't put a hot pot next to the till, so we couldn't sell you this, unfortunately.
That's got to be Garth, right?
Richard Iwadi, yeah.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've read little bits of it. Very funny, man.
Yeah, I've read one of his books. So good.
Have you read it?
Anyway,
Oh god, no, no, man, no more book talk.
no, no, no.
I was gonna ask if you'd read Teratome because while I was editing the last one, I realized that you brought it up and I just sort of skimmed over it.
I have read most of it.
I'm quite behind. I'm only about
Um,
halfway through.
I'm in the bit without saying too much.
Without revealing the nature of the
Um,
incident.
yeah, there's an insane man on the loose who is called the Living Skeleton,
Mm.
and he's wearing like a shattered skull as his face. I'm at that bit. It's pretty cool.
I don't.
It's kind of sick.
I'm not there just yet.
I didn't realize the book was gonna get sick. Like I was like, "Oh, this
Yeah,
is fun," and then it was like, "What if the coolest thing you've ever read happened?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
I think I'm gonna get Incarcerat next, but I also have so much to read. Should we?
It's on my Crimbus list.
It's on my Crimbus list too.
It's on my Crimbus list. So if we're good boys this year,
If
and I
we
don't say
are
anything
good.
slanderous about Santa Claus again,
Not again. Not about putting anything up his chimney.
I've never done that.
No.
Never would. I'm glad that's the last episode and not a banked episode.
Yeah.
So this
So it makes sense, and this isn't a callback to something in like 2 months.
Yeah. In 2 months where I'm like, and then I gobbed off Santa.
Yeah, in February.
No!
In February, we talk about Santa, and it makes so much sense. We need to be careful of that.
Yeah.
Actually.
What do you mean we? It's clearly... I don't like Christmas, so you're going to be the one doing it.
Okay, apologies. No more.
There's a picture of me as Scrooge, and that's accurate, baby.
No, you
Bar humbug.
love Christmas.
All clauses are bastards.
You love Christmas. Christmas #1. You love Christmas so much you do it twice.
I did do it twice.
Yeah, see?
Begrudgingly.
I can tell.
Begrudgingly, I do.
It's very
I'm so excited
sweet.
to work that day. Oh, boy. Everyone else is going to be like, I wish I was at home with my family. And I'm going to be like, boo-hoo, bitch.
Bah humbug.
I'm here and I'm living life. Bah humbug.
Ooh, as a quick tangent to keep on the Christmas theme, what do you think is...
Oh, yeah, because we're not tangenting anyway.
Yeah, you know, we're on topic. Who is your favourite Scrooge?
Who's my favourite Scrooge?
Yeah. Who do you think has done the best depiction of Scrooge? There's a right answer, just as a warning.
Well, the right answer from you is Michael Caine.
Excellent choice.
The best Scrooge?
I like Jim Carrey, but...
Jim Carrey was the Scrooge?
At one point, yeah, in the animated one.
That's Jim Carrey?
Yeah. How do
Whoa. Mind blown.
I hope everybody enjoyed the Christmas version of the intro, by the way, as well. There's a little...
I did, if no one else did. I'm sure they did.
A little funky
It was good.
tangent. Thank you very much. Let's have a look at Scrooge actors, shall we? Just to pat myself on the back for a second.
What does this mean? This is nothing.
Patrick Stewart played him.
Patrick Stewart was Scrooge.
Tom
Professor
Hanks.
X himself. Wasn't he Scrooge and Scrooged?
Tom Hanks or Patrick Stewart?
Yeah.
Because neither.
Oh.
Tom Hanks was Ebenezer Scrooge in the Polar Express, apparently.
Can we? Yeah, he's everyone in that film.
Ah, is he?
The point of that movie is he's everyone in that movie.
Oh. I don't know most
Everyone's
of these
Tom
people.
Hanks.
Kelsey Grammer?
Tom Hanks, you very much. Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah, from
I don't know who
Frasier
that is.
and Cheers.
From what?
Frasier
Oh yeah.
and Cheers. If you're 90.
You're 92.
It's also in The Simpsons, and yeah, Anastasia. If that means anything to anyone, probably not.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Tim Curry was the Scrooge at one point.
Well, he'll be the best Scrooge.
Why?
Because he's Tim Curry.
I don't even know if he's my favorite Pennywise.
What?
I do like. You didn't like the new one though, so that doesn't.
Yeah. But Tim Curry does the goddamn space gif.
Space gif.
He says space in a funny way.
Whenever I hear space said funny, I immediately think of who's that? Who's the pleb that they send around the BBC? They spend millions of tax.
Brian Cox.
Yeah. Dead scary.
Yeah,
in space,
the
but I'm
pleb
down
they
here.
send around.
I have a song to send you after about him. It's very funny.
I love space. Me looking at the stars.
It's called Mums in Space.
No,
No, it's genuine. It's funny. I promise.
we've devolved. We've devolved, Kyle.
We are devolving quite a bit, so let's take it back on topic a little bit. The Fanatic.
Okay.
Any other notes?
Mechanically, I think that they fulfill a role of like nearly support
Nearly support. Okay.
and of like waiting a turn to do things. I think that's the like elevator pitch is like you're gonna sacrifice time for power.
Yeah, they sort of build up.
Yeah, this is a class that is like using Hyper Beam in a Pokemon game.
Ah, okay. I mean, that's a good pitch. That's a good
You're
way to go
gonna
about it.
you're gonna hit harder than other people, but it's gonna like either hurt you afterwards or before.
Ooh,
And maybe like one of the
maybe even during.
subclasses is like blood damage. So like you take physical damage to
Blood
allow yourself
Hunter.
to use these things multiple times in a row. Not Blood
Oh,
Hunter.
but I love Blood Hunter.
You you don't want to alienate the part
No,
of the audience you're about to alienate,
no.
Kyle, with your opinions, your hot take.
Is it maybe we wait a little longer?
Before we discuss your opinions on person.
Don't say it. I'm bleeping that out. I'm bleeping that out. They're coming after us already.
No,
Oh. It's just
I'm
gonna be the
sorry.
word Mercer. I'm gonna beep the first part out, so it's just you saying Mercer, but it's just fully bleeped out. Oh
No.
god, they're after us
Kyle's
already.
got too much power. Kyle does the editing and he's got too much power to just like remove shit I say to make me sound bad.
It's like
That's
how
why I sound bad.
no, I can't even say. Never mind. But yeah, it's just
Well, at least you know how to edit yourself in
yeah.
person. Like you just stopped yourself from saying I would have said it. Like there's nothing.
No, I'll say it anyway. It's like how they call and if you bleep the first part of that, it sounds awful, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
No.
But yeah,
They're
no,
called. That's an awful name.
it's horrible, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
that they thought of it like bugs. I think they thought of it as
I would
like,
have.
you know,
I would have gone for mercenaries.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
I think it writes itself.
Yeah. Yeah, but also when when like the style choice is like a the like Han Solo vest and a scarf and like leather wristbands. You can't really be like, yeah, we're mercenaries. Where's my cardigan? Like, just oh,
Who's this person you've invented?
that's how he dresses. Google it, and I have just made the starter pack for him. He's the
Stop.
worst Doctor
Where's-
Who. He sucks.
You're
Oh.
burying the lead now.
Yeah. I was ripping on Doctor Who the whole time, and not Mercer. I bleeped it again. Oh god, we're gonna get shouted at.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway,
speaking of fans that'll kill you, the
the
Fanatic.
Fanatic. God, we're so good at this.
We're better at segues than we are at content. Let's be real.
Apparently,
Because a segue's just a pun based on a
yeah.
thing you've said.
It's so much easier than trying to figure out how what seems to be quite a complex class.
Yeah, but also kind of not. So like, they're not weapons focused. They're not magic focused.
No.
They're all about this one like thing that they have. This one driving force that might present itself as magic, might present itself as an object, might present itself as just like a real strong conviction in something.
That's quite fun. I was think the reason I brought up Cult of the Lamb so long ago was because I thought as like an idea it could be interesting for them to have like a weapon gifted to them or like a maybe like a uniform if they're like if we're thinking of it like they're part of a cult, maybe they're your like thing you're obsessed with, the thing that you are fanatic of has like a way of sort of living, and you sort of have like a way to live by it, kind of like a paladin code. Like as a fanatic,
Right, okay.
you're obsessed with it, but you also sort of follow its rules.
And they dictate your like morality meter, maybe, or like fear meter requirements.
Yeah. And maybe the better the better you are at following that set of rules, the more like gifted you are with like how should I say like the powers you get.
Yeah, I like that. So they get instead of a fear, they lose their fear status because they go insane, and it gets replaced with like a faith or
Yeah,
a devotion.
yeah.
So,
I think it should be on top. I don't know if they should lose. Do you mean?
oh, okay. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Do you get what I mean? I think that makes sense, but I'm also worried it doesn't.
It does. It does.
Okay. Awesome. Glad that tracks.
I like this class.
I
I
like
think it
them.
sounds fun.
I think
I like
there's a
the
lot
idea.
of.
Are we doing multi-classing?
Ooh. Maybe because we want it to be like such an easy plug and play like system. Like we want it to just be like a pick up and go. Maybe not.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's already got the two classes essentially
Yeah.
with
You're
your
already
backgrounds
kind
being
of
so
multi-classing.
sure. Yeah, I was just gonna say because like a fanatic afflicted would be your Jekyll and Hyde, but you could have them be two members of the team.
That'd be fun.
So you
Yeah.
could have one guy who makes the potions and one guy who turns into the monster.
Okay, who drinks them.
Yeah.
Because
Let me try some of that. And you're like, no, please, my
I
potion.
did some mock-ups for ideas for how the witch's brewing thing would work because you said you didn't get it. I
Yep,
may
yep.
I get no. I guess we wouldn't be able to do that next time. We've got much time left. I don't know if I want to take up more talk on
Do it.
Fanatic.
You've said it
On
now.
okay.
You've said it now.
So you get a big list. So this is a tangent on a previous episode. I believe it's the last episode by the time this is out. And you got where are my notes? You've got say just for this. There's six. I came up with six ingredients. So I had frog's legs, dog tails, like puppy dog tails, because that's a common one.
Right.
Eye of Newt.
For magic. Right.
I had like a lock of hair.
Right.
The other two have been deleted. Okay, that's a good start.
Oh.
What other two would you put in there? Just give me like an example.
Um. Wing of Bat
Wing of Bat. I like Wing of Bat.
and Nightshade.
Nightshade. I like Nightshade.
That's from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Oh my god. So the idea then is that you get three boxes. So it's like an equation. You get x plus x plus x equals potion. Pick three of them.
Dog's tail, puppy dog's tail.
Mm-hmm.
Eye of Newt.
Eye of Newt. Okay, wait.
Lock of hair. I'm scared that you appear to be entering this into a typewriter.
I am entering it into the chat. So, with the puppy dog's tail, you get a bonus running speed. So you double your movement drinking the potion. With the Eye of Newt, you can see in the dark. And with the lock of hair, I was thinking that it depends on where you've sourced the hair from, but I don't know if that's too much. And if the lock of hair being sourced somewhere giving you a certain thing is too much, the other idea I had written down for it was that it's like, as you play around with them, you realize that some of them in the ingredients list are bad. So it gives you like a -2 to like ability checks.
That's cool. But how would you hide that from the player that some of them are bad?
I guess as a DM, you would shuffle around what gives what.
Yeah.
I guess people.
Yeah,
could...
you could have like a Caesar cipher in the box.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I kind of want to bring this up again soon, but I thought it could be fun because does that make sense? Then you get like your potion of like night vision, enhanced speed, but like debuffed ability check.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. More sense now.
Okay. Excellent.
Cool. So that's the Fanatic.
That's the Fanatic.
I guess a lot of the Fanatic is obviously based on the playtesting that we'll have to do potentially in the new year. Once we've got all of the basic classes done.
I think we're almost there. I think we've got like sheets kind of down.
Yeah. We'll work it out.
Yeah. Right. But
cool.
With that, thank you very much for listening.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Everyone take care.
Take care.